Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the greatest man, was born in Saudi Arabia in the city of Mecca about 1400 years ago. Since then, the world has not seen the likes of him in every regard, and the study of human history shows that there have been none better than him before him as well. The key factor that brings reverence and respect to Prophet in both Islamic and non-Islamic circles is his character. He was the best in character, and he also said about in one of his hadiths, God has sent me to perfect damn good manners and to do good deeds. Here are some major character traits of Prophet, peace be upon him, that every Muslim should spread as much as possible. Number 1. All for the sake of Allah. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as selfless as a person could be in life. He lived every day of his life for the sake of Allah, and everything which he did was for the Almighty. The extent of his selflessness can be seen from the examples of his preaching in the Valley of Taif, where people led naughty children to throw stones at him while he was preaching. He had to run for his life, and he was all covered in blood. But still, he did not complain to Allah about them. Rather, one of his companions narrate, Prophet, peace be upon him, resembles a prophet who was harmed by his people. He wiped the blood from his face and said, O God, forgive my people, for they know not. Such is the selflessness in his character, and every moment of his life was for the sake of Allah and spreading his message. Number 2. Mannerism. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the epitome of good manners. Every action that he undertook in his life represented the highest morals and manners that a person could exhibit. He was an ideal being in terms of manners and ethics, the likes of which the world has not seen. As one of his companions notes about his manners, the Prophet did not swear at anyone, nor was he rude, nor did he curse anyone. If he desired to reprimand someone, he would say, What is wrong with him? May dust be cast in his face. Number 3. Humor. People think that being a religious leader of Islam, Prophet has nothing to do with humor, rather he was all strictness. This perception is wrong, as Prophet, peace be upon him, had one of the finest sense of humor, the likes of which again cannot be seen by anyone. His sense of humor was not vulgar in any sense, or make fun of someone, rather it was fine. Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, reports, once a man asked Muhammad for an animal to ride. He replied that he would give him the baby of a she-camel to ride on. The man asked, what would he do with the she-camel baby? He replied, is there any camel which is not born of a she-camel? Number 4. Peace lover. The general notion regarding Islam and Prophet is that they both encourage violence in people and were and are not in favor of peace. It is totally baseless, because the religion Islam itself is peace, and Prophet, peace be upon him, was a lover of peace. He wanted people to live in harmony and always encouraged people resolve their differences by opting for peace and instead of going for violence. In one of his hadith, Prophet, peace be upon him, said, let us go to resolve the situation and make peace between them. Thus, Muslims should spread his message of peace by giving examples out of the actions he undertook to ensure peace. Number 5. Kind to the kids. Prophet, peace be upon him, always treated kids with kindness and mercy. He always enjoyed their company and played with them to make them happy. One such example can be seen from his life when he used to say to the kids, I'll give such and such gifts to the one who comes to me first. So they used to race and fall on his back and chest. Number 6. Generosity of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Generosity is another hallmark of the personality of Prophet. He preferred others over himself and always fulfilled the needs of anyone who came to him to ask for something. One of his companion notes, the Prophet, peace be upon him, did not refuse to give anything which he had to someone if he asked for it. His generosity is something that Muslims should aspire to and spread the example of his generosity to other people as well so that the world could become a better place. Number 7. Caring of women. Another allegation against Islam is that it is a religion that oppresses women. Therefore, being the bringer of the religion, he is also attributed with women oppressing attributes. This perception is also wrong because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was very caring of the rights of the women and commanded his followers to give special treatment to women by giving them respect and equal rights that they ought to have. In one of his ahadith, he says, "Whoever brings 2 children till they come of age will be in the next world along with me, like my 2 fingers joining each other." If he were an oppressor of women, he could have simply mentioned male orphan children. However, he gave reference to raising up a female child. This showed that he cared for the women and their rights.